Hi guys, this is Miss Robinson. Welcome to scheduling day 2. So today is an exciting day. This is where all of those scheduling resources like the course guidebook and course electives and course offerings will be published onto your class Google Classroom. So I'm going to walk through each of those resources just so you kind of have a better grasp on how to navigate those. As a quick reminder, our class Google Classroom, that is the hub that the school counselors and administrators use to send out all information that you guys need to know about. So for scheduling purposes, this is where you'll receive all of those scheduling resources. So if you are not a part of that, go ahead and jot down what your code is so you can go ahead and join that. So then you have access to all the resources. So class of 2027, that's going to be our juniors. 2028 is our current sophomores, and 2029, our current freshmen. So all of the resources will be live on your class Google Classroom at the end of homeroom. I'm just going to walk through kind of the 4 main resources that you guys will be looking for. So course guidebook, that is kind of generally speaking our main hub. So it has all things in one Canva document. So it's going to have our schedule change policy, our grading requirements. It's going to have graduation requirements, all the courses. So with it being on Canva, you're going to navigate it a little bit differently this year. There are internal hyperlinks, but the best page for you guys to utilize is going to be page 9. So this is going to have hyperlinks to all of our course offerings. So at the very top, we'll say programs. That heading will lead you to the start of then these subheadings. So programs and CTE pathways, we're going to talk a little bit more about these during your larger group class meetings, but they're just additional opportunities that we have. CTE pathways, that is not a new term for you guys. You guys are used to that as this is our second year of offering pre-med, pre-law, business, and graphic design. But we are offering starting next year aviation and computer programming. So look into those as they are really cool new elective opportunities that, like with aviation, for example, has that dual credit component to it. So just some new offerings we have. But when I'm trying to navigate this, I'm going to want to look at that overarching heading, and then it breaks it down by subsections. So, for example, if I want to try to look at the different options I have as a rising junior for my English class, and I know I really kind of want to look at AP, I'd probably press English, and then I press English AP. And this is then going to break it down, show me my course description, going to tell me if there's any kind of requirements that might be necessary, or if there's any prerequisites that might be necessary. So that would be how I would best navigate that piece. And then if you head back with that back arrow, it will bring you back to that original page with all those links in it. So this is a good way to kind of just learn more with that course description. So if we're thinking of course description, we're thinking of about a paragraph of just more in-depth information about what that course is going to look like. Additional resources would be that elective offerings. So this is going to be not necessarily a one-pager, but it's going to be a quick glance as to all of the electives. So electives are any classes that are not core content, math, science, English, social studies. So any electives that we have, they're going to be labeled, but they're going to be sectioned off based on what content they're under. So what content team would be teaching them. So English electives, they're now broken down, and you can see, okay, creative writing. And then there's parentheses, and that says 10, 11, 12. That's going to indicate that only sophomores, rising sophomores, juniors, or seniors can request to be in creative writing. So as you're looking through these, you're going to see so many new electives, which is very exciting. So our teachers worked really hard on thinking through different opportunities that you guys might want to engage in. So looking through all of these and deciding which seem the most interesting, and then reading through what their course description is. So if I'm looking under social studies, I see, oh my goodness, I really want to learn more about understanding the social world. I am a rising junior, so yes, I could take that class theoretically. I then could use the course guidebook link, and that's going to bring me to the social studies electives pages. I am going to have to comb through until I find the class that I'm looking for, but this is how you can best kind of see what you're interested in and then dig deeper by using the links. Okay, on the bottom of this page, so once we get past all of like the North offerings, you then will see information on off-campus offerings. So that's going to be for the Arvin Center and Kappa. So they have their own course guidebooks, their own information. This is just going to be the kind of like a snapshot, similarly to how we have our electives listed, but of what pathways and programs they have. So the Arvin Center actually is going to offer 4 new pathways next year. So new to them is fire science, public safety, construction, and then animal science, vet tech. So looking at these, go ahead and kind of see which of these sounds the most enticing. And then you use this linked course guidebook, which is the Arvin Center guidebook, just to learn more and see kind of what that looks like. There are applications/auditions included for both Kappa and Arvin Center. So just kind of take note of what that says. So in case you are signing up for something, let's say for teaching and learning pathway at the Arvin Center, you know that you're going to complete your application if you are new there. So this is a great one-stop shop when you're looking at electives and just seeing in a quick glance, here are the names of the courses that are going to be offered next year. All right, got 2 more resources. So CTE pathway information, this is just a document that's going to show you on the left what each of our pathways are. And then it tells you kind of what that progression would be. So it's going to show you that. So 4 pathways, you need to earn 4 credits within that concentration. So for business, I need to take 4 classes that are within this business pathway, this business, this business pathway, we're going to say. So with that, you'll see you have to take a fall semester class, a spring semester class, and that'd be 1 year. And then the second year, you do a fall and spring as well. So boom, you're earning 4 credits, you're completing 4 classes, and that is 4 completed courses within that business pathway. So this just kind of breaks it down as to what the progressions are. And then our last resource is the mCourse flyers. So this is a slide deck. This is similar to what we used last year. And this is just teachers took time to kind of give some more information and pull out important pieces that they think you would want to know about in elective classes that they are offering for next school year. So once you kind of have an idea and a list of what classes you want to learn more about, you can pop onto this slide deck and just kind of learn more and then know who the teacher is that's offering the classes. So you can just ask them specific questions if you have them. All right. So all of these are going to be posted on your class Google Classroom. So today, your family is going to receive similar information and have these resources posted to them. So you guys can just start thinking through and just looking at all the things. And then we will just continue with this process of slowly kind of finalizing your choices and getting closer to finishing up scheduling. So we are done with day 2. I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Have a good day.